Thanks for joining me again for another review, an aspect or two of the new Nikon Z9. Sorry for the sound of my voice. I'm a little under the weather, but bear with me, and it'll just be a deep voiced video today. I want to thank everybody for the feedback and the comments in the other videos. Some people I've had a chance to communicate back and forth. I like the suggestions on things to cover. There are a lot of aspects to this camera. There's a lot here to explore, and I know there's a lot of people who don't have an opportunity to get their hands on one. So please continue to comment below, subscribe, stay with us. What I'll be doing is looking at different aspects of the Z9 over time as I come along and figure things out, because quite frankly, a 914-page instruction manual will take a long time to get through. So I'm going back and referencing as needed as I have to figure things out. So also I did pick up two CF Express cards. As I'd mentioned in the other video, I chose the Lexar Professionals. I'll be using these in both slots, and what my first kind of workflow is going to be is to fill one card and then go to the second card with the same files. I'm going to test that out, see if they put JPEGs and RAWs in the same or in separate folders. That's going to matter because I don't want to get home for an event and have to separate all the file types out. Also, I did get a CF Express card reader, but I'll be perfectly honest, I'm going to try out one of my QXD card readers, and if it works, I'll probably return this. Who needs more gear just kind of floating around? That being said, what I want to get into first today is to take a look at something that happened to me that I was wondering when I was out in the field on first shooting. On all my old Nikons, I hit the image button, and I can see the image, and I can scroll through different screens, right? We're all used to this. Well, get a load of this. It's not set up this way automatically. As a matter of fact, what you have to do is you go into the menu for Playback Display options. It's just above the wrench. Third one down. You go in there, and you'll notice that you have a ton of Playback Display options. A lot of different things that you can have to choose from appear when you're playing back an image. Highlights, the RGB, shooting data, overview. You can just have the picture. You can have flash data, any other shooting data, copyright location, etc. Turn on what you like, turn off what you don't. Just comes down to what you want to scroll through when you're looking at an image through the monitor on the back. But it doesn't come set up automatically, so you need to go in, find this menu, and set it up yourself. That's one thing that I learned as I was scratching my head wondering, where is all this information? Another thing I wanted to cover today is, once again, SnapBridge. Here's why. My data from SnapBridge, my data from my camera, is not ending up on my files. And I'm not quite sure why. I've paired properly. As you can see, I'm Bluetooth enabled. I'm in the app on my iPhone 12 Pro. And when I try to send the data back from the phone into the camera, it's not getting there. I'm not quite sure why. And I don't know if this is a function of having how I set the original clock up and where it's reading data from, which one it believes is the point of truth. If anyone knows, please leave it in the comments below. My cameras have always automatically sent the location data from the phone back into the camera, so it's on the files. So I'm very interested in that, because I really I don't have the time to come home for an event and then have to add the location data. I have to find it, then I have to format it, then I have to put it into Lightroom and make sure it ends up on every file. So I prefer to do that in the field, along with other information coming from the camera, from the phone. So if you know of a way, great. SnapBridge has always had its own issues. We know this. But excuse me. But at the end of the day, they've made advancements. I still don't have it so that Wi-Fi transfer is a sure lock, where it doesn't try to recycle a few times and then having to reset the app. So that's still a little bit of a mystery if anyone's figured that out. And there is a firmware update. So I'm going to put the firmware on these cards, or on a card. I'm going to get it on the camera. I don't know if the firmware update yet, I haven't read through all the specs, is going to take care of any type of SnapBridge issues. But I suggest firmware updating anyone who has this camera body as soon as possible. So that's pretty much it for today. Please continue to follow along, subscribe. Put in the comments anything that you'd like to find out about the camera. There are a ton of menus on this camera. They go very deep. There's a lot that this camera does. I don't know it all, but I'll find out for you if you don't have access to a Z9. We're all here to learn together, and if you give me an assignment, I very well may just follow through with it. So thanks again. Please subscribe, and I look forward to the next video.